And what are the dates for the festival this year?
This year it's going to be on the 15th, 16th, and 17th of February. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as it normally is. We hold it on that closest weekend to the actual time. On Friday, most everything is in downtown. It begins actually at 9 o'clock that morning, right here where we're standing now at this cemetery in the heart of Lake City. Very solemn and moving ceremony. There's actually two separate ceremonies here at 9 o'clock. It's well worth attending.
There were 155 unknown Confederate soldiers killed in battle in the Battle of Olustee, or they died in the Confederate hospital between 1864 and 1865. Nice little piece of history.
Our guest speaker this year will be a Jefferson Davis, President Jefferson Davis reenactor, who's also a historian. It'll be his first time here with us. He'll be speaking here for that. Again, this year we'll have Tad Allen, the reenactor that plays Abraham Lincoln, will be with us. And we move from that at 9 o'clock to the official opening ceremonies at noon Friday over there in the park in front of the courthouse. And after the opening ceremonies, this pretty much begins with the local entertainment, the music, and things that are on stage there with the vendors who have set up the day before.
Oh, my favorite part of the festival last year was watching the Ironsides battle it out in the lake.
Is on Friday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, about the time we're shutting down. That's when the ironclads are in the lake behind the courthouse.
They have what they call the downtown skirmish. There was a small battle here in Lake City where some of the federal troops came into town, and some of our hometown guys and the Confederate soldiers that were here, they had a little battle and ran them back out of town. They'll be doing it over here at Wilson Park. They'll have a little firing back and forth. They fired the big cannon. We have what they call the Battle of the Ironclads that happens out here on the lake, and it's two replicas of, I believe it is the Virginia and the Monitor. And so they'll fire cannons and shots, and they'll be firing some pretty big cannons off the bank, and then of course the guys will have their skirmish over there back into.
On Saturday morning, of course, the vendors are open again, but we have the big parade where the reenactors are brought into town to all that we can get to come in to participate in the parade. That's a big turnout for people.
The parade starts at 10:30 on Saturday, and we stage down around the First United Methodist Church and the DOT. And so that's where the parade begins, and it follows the route up Marion north to the intersection here at 90 and 441, or 90 and Marion, and it takes the left-hand turn, and it ends up down at the school board office.
And then when we move past the parade on Saturday, of course, the vendors are open that afternoon downtown. And also, I think it's significant to say that the battlefield is set up. The reenactors are already out there, and it's not as crowded on Saturday. And a great piece of living history out there, besides seeing them actually in period attire and actually in character, you might say, living as much as the soldiers did then. The Sutlers Camp is set up, and they're the people that sell to the reenactors, both civilian and military. And you can actually see, among other things, I always like to watch the blacksmiths that work out there as they make period correct pieces of things there. And so it's well worth attending out there on Saturday as well. Sunday afternoon is the actual reenactment of the battle. And it's a microcosm of the actual battle, but it does follow the battle itself as far as the tactics employed and what sequence they were employed in the battle. And so that's the culmination of everything on that Sunday afternoon.
Right. Well, thank you so much for your time. Again, this is Melanie Cosentino.